welcome to another episode of Ultimate Vacation. Today I am in Paddington Station and I'm going to be taking a little journey to the Cotswolds. So the idea is, how can I do that from London without using any car? Well, we're going to find out. So I've managed to get a ticket to Moreton and Marsh, which is the main place that you need to get to if you're going to go to the Cotswolds. What I could have done is just got a ticket from Paddington to Oxford, because I found there's a special ticket called the Cotswolds Discovery Pass. It costs about £10.50, and what this does, it actually gives you free travel from Oxford to Moreton and Marsh, and then any buses that you use in the Cotswolds area. So it's actually quite amazing. So I've got that, but I'll be using it mostly for the buses in the area. That's how I'm going to be getting around. Now, it's been quite rainy at the moment, so I don't think I'm going to be doing that much walking between towns, but I will be using the buses. There's 3 villages that we're going to be checking out. One is called Moreton Marsh, the other one is Stowe in the Wold, and the other one is Burton on Water. But to make it a little bit more interesting, I've actually managed to get these little treasure maps, murder mystery and a spy mission, which should make it a little bit more exciting, and try and solve these while exploring those towns at the same time. So let's get down there and check it out. So I got on the train at 7:22 and I just arrived in Moreton in Marsh at 9 a.m. So at 9:20 the first bus arrives, and we need to catch the 8:01, and that'll take us to Burton in Water, which they call the Venice of the Cotswolds. Let's go and check it out. So the bus stop is just outside the station, so the station's just over there. And if you look, that is the bus stop, and they've got a ticket machine that you can use. But of course, I've bought in Paddington Station the Cotswolds Discovery Pass, so I can use the buses as much as I want. Don't know how many times I'm going to use it, but it makes it a little bit more convenient. It means I don't have to carry change or try and use these ticket machines, especially if the bus has arrived. So I'm going to catch this bus. I'm going to go to Burton on Water. Let's go. 8:01 mark. But don't worry, they don't always drive backwards. So I'm going to use the passes on this. Let's go. Well, the guy's just taking a break. We've still got 15 minutes before it starts. So looking at that, you can actually see our bus is 9:20, and the one after that is at 10:50, which means that the bus comes once every hour and a half. That's very strange compared to like London, where you can get a bus once every 2 or 3 minutes. So an hour and a half, I mean, if you miss it, that's a long time to wait. So we'll catch the bus and we'll go down there now. Let's go. Alright, 8:01's arrived. It's nearly 9:30. This is what the ticket looks like. So I'm going to try and show it to him, see what happens, and make our way there. Let's go. Looks like they're using like actual money to get onto the bus. They stopped doing that in London. You just use like an Oyster card or your debit card now to get on. So I haven't seen that in years. It's quite interesting. Okay, so on the bus, it's quite interesting. They only take cash on the bus. Someone just asked, do they accept Apple Pay? And the guy was like, oh, cash only. So it's going to take about 30 minutes to get to Burton on Water. So I'm going to go enjoy the view, and let's get down there. And maybe I'm going to grab a bit of breakfast. That should be fun. So just stopping in Stowe on our way to Burton, but we'll be coming back here a bit later. So far it looks amazing. I'm gonna really look forward to checking this town out. Looks good, but we'll save it for later. On to Burton. So I've arrived in Burton on Water. It's about 9:50. It's time to find some breakfast. Let's go. Well, it's a little bit rainy, a little bit windy, but I'm enjoying it. It's really good. It's kind of a monument thing, and some shops and stuff. It's interesting. Let's check it out. So I'm going to the Croft for some breakfast. I've ordered myself a very large English breakfast. It's called the Croft, so I'm going to enjoy that. But let's go in, check it out. My breakfast has arrived. Let's check it out. Oh, it looks good. It's breakfast time. Enjoyed an amazing breakfast, and now it's time to do a murder mystery. So the way that this works is there's a starting point, which is actually that war memorial that we saw earlier that we passed. We start there, and we have to walk with the little river on the right side of us, and then we walk forward. Now, the way that this works is that there's a series of clues, and I have to uncover the answer to each of these little questions and clues. On the back of the booklet that I've got, there's the suspects and the murder weapons. Every time I answer one of the questions, I actually eliminate one of the suspects from the back of the booklet. So by the end of the whole thing, we should be left with one suspect and one murder weapon. So let's begin. So the first clue, clue number 1, says the following image, which can be seen on the green, was inspired by a local. He shares the same initials as a suspect on the back page of this booklet. He is not the thief, so cross him off. So basically I need to find this bridge, and it looks like the bridge that we passed a little bit earlier. So let's go there and see if we can find some initials, or the name of the person, find the initials, and then cross off one of the suspects. So I'm not going to show you the entire game, but what I will do is go through it and let you know how I get on. And if you want to try it yourself, well, you just go down to Treasure Trails website and you can get one of these yourself, and they've got them all over the country, so it's quite fun. It's a nice, interesting way to explore and find out new places in a fun, interesting way. So let's see if I can find the first clue. Let's go. Okay, so that's the war memorial over there. This is the water on this side, and I've walked over to the bridge. You can see the bridge is just there. But then I was looking around and I found this sign there. That matches the picture. And if you look at the bottom, I found this. It says, the design of this sign has been inspired by a local artist, Terry Harrison. Terry Harrison. Okay, so that's TH. And there's a guy here called Top Cat Harper. I don't think any of the other ones. Oh, no, Tiger Harrison as well. So what happens in that case? Terry Harrison. them we can probably cross out. Anyway, that's how the game works. So yeah, it's pretty good. So I'm going to be going through these clues and enjoying it. I'll give you some highlights. So this is one of the things I had to find. And next, I have to go to a model village. So I found a clue outside the model village, but I thought I might as well step in. Let's take a look. It's really nice. So this is a miniature of the actual town, because that is the thing that we started at, and that's where we kind of went along. So this is where we got our first clue here, and we've moved over there. So the model village should be over there somewhere. I wonder if I went to it, I'd find a little model version of myself doing this video. Inception. So that's where I found another clue. And then over it, this is not a drone shot, but they've got an actual model village of the model village. It's amazing.
Hey, it's me! Look over here!
I wasn't expecting that. So I need to find an information board in here. Try and get some clues. Let's see what we can find. So, we get to pass the Dragonfly Maze. I'm actually quite interested in trying this out, so let's go in and try it. Okay, so I'm going to go into the Dragonfly Maze. The idea is you go through the maze, you have to try and find the dragonfly in the middle, but there's also 14 flagstones, and you need to find all 14 clues, which will read out a message to tell us how to reveal the dragonfly in the middle of the maze. Let's try, find out. Getting lost. But I found one of the clues. Cat for number 10. Found a few of the clues. I have no idea what this is going to be. See what we can find. Managed to find the... So managed to unlock it. That's great. So you have to find all 14 clues, which actually spells out a sentence, and it's instructions on how to unlock the dragonfly, which is in the mouth of the frog. And once you touch all the right animals in the instructions and stand on something, then the frog's mouth opened, and we managed to find it. So yeah, it was pretty fun, pretty exciting. All right, time to go on to the next attraction. That was actually really fun. I really enjoyed the Dragonfly Maze, so definitely recommend it. Right, so we're going on to the next clues. I think we've kind of skipped a couple of the clues because we couldn't quite work them out. But that's fine, that's fine. I'm carrying on going. If you do get stuck, there's a text number that you can text, and they give you clues. I think you can get 3 clues. I haven't bothered doing that, so I think we've got about 25 minutes before the bus comes to take us to the next village. So I'll just try and do as much as I can in that time. Got Birdland. Haven't checked that one out, but I'm sure it's quite nice. It is raining. It's kind of like drizzling quite a lot. But going back into the main part of the town, we'll see what's there. Just noticed that these look like mushrooms. So the next bus to Stowe is at 12:30, so I'm going to be catching that one, which means I've kind of run out of time in Burton on the Water, but that's fine. I did quite a bit. It's raining a lot. Managed to find a public toilet as well, but you need to have 20 pence pieces if you're going to spend a penny. So there is a nice little China shop next door where you can buy fridge magnets and stuff, so if you need change, buy yourself a little souvenir. I'm going to go and hide in another shop until the bus arrives, and then we're heading off to Stowe. Let's do that. So as I'm waiting for the bus, the 8:01 to go to Stowe, I'm kind of run out of time here, but if you do have time, you can actually walk around. There's actually a close by place called the Slaughters. Doesn't sound like a horror movie. You've got Lower Slaughter and you've got Upper Slaughter, and they're supposed to be really, really nice villages as well. So I don't have time to check those out today, but definitely in the future, when we've got more time, it's a good thing to check out. But Stowe looked really good on the way when we were on the bus. So let's go and check that out. I'm really looking forward to seeing this one. Let's go. Okay, so I'm back on the bus. I think I know why the buses take about an hour and a half. It's because it's the same driver. So it's probably the same guy going up and down. So on the way to Stowe, I'm now going to be doing the treasure hunt. So I've got the map, I'm going to follow the clues, and you need to eliminate all these different places from the island, revealing the treasure. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to do, but we're going to go work through it, and I like how it actually shows you all the kind of the main attractions of the area. So let's go there and check it out. Okay, so the bus has just dropped me off at Stowe on the Wold, and I'm loving the look of the village. It's interesting. All the buildings have the same colour stone. It's got this kind of yellowish kind of stone. So I'm going to have a look around and start the treasure hunt. Let's go. Okay, so looking for a clue. It says, clue 2, find a resting building and look for the fourth word of the former title. So in a resting building, I found it's a police station, so I need to find the former name. So up there you can actually see it says police station and petty sessional court. So petty is the word. So something that sounds like petty, and if you look at all over here, I found something called jetty. So I'm going to cross that off the list. So apparently X does not mark the spot. So it's good. Let's go and find the next clue. So let's hold another clue. There was a plaque on the wall, so I managed to find that one. It took a bit of time to figure it out, but now there's something there. I don't think that's what I need now. It says I need to get to the town centre, and I think it's that building I need to get to. So let's go and check it out. Okay, so the next one is I have to find a plaque on a cross. It talks about a battle, and I need to find the thing. So this is the thing. So let's have a look. Okay, so it's actually this plaque here. It told us to have a look at something about a war that happened in 1646, and it says look for the place at the end of the name of the plaque. So there it says Oxford, and I got on here, there's Oxford, so I can mark that off the map. Yeah! So I'm still there, and it says from the safety of the cross, look around you for a symbol in the following image. What you find below will help you find the location, cross off the location. So I need to find that symbol. Not too sure. I'm going to have a look around, see if I can find it. So that's the cross. I'm looking around and I haven't been able to spot it, and then I spot something over there in that archway. Let's go and take a closer look. Yep, that's the one. And underneath, Tyler and Fletcher. Tyler and Fletcher Vale, that's the one. Okay, so the next one, I need to find a golden ram. There'll be some numbers underneath it. Need to add those numbers up, and there'll be a word on the map that has the same number of letters. So I have found the golden ram. The question is, what are the numbers? I suspect it's that. That's the golden ram. That's the numbers. So that comes to 13. So let's see if there's any name with 13 letters. We'll have a look. Monster right there. That has 13 letters, so that's been eliminated. Let's go to the next clue. Well, the treasure hunt has led us to the Porch House, which is England's oldest inn. So I need to find out the cost of a pint from 1,000 years ago. And that will give me the clue that I need. Let's find out. Do you know where I'm going to find that clue? Let's find out. So yeah, the Porch House. It's not the price of the beer I need. It's actually beautiful building. Looks quite nice. All right, let's go. Well, it's torrential rain. I'm hiding in this little alleyway that I found. Quite atmospheric. Some of the clues were actually really tricky, quite frustrating, but once you figure it out, you're like, oh wow! So it's quite cool, it's quite fun. I'm actually working my way through this one a lot quicker than I am the other one in Burton. But I'm just trying to get through it, but because of the rain today, it's quite difficult. I've got about 50 minutes before I need to catch the bus. So let's see how it goes. Hopefully the rain will settle down and I'll continue. So time is almost up in Stowe. Managed to do quite a lot of the treasure hunt, so I'm quite happy with that, but I've had to cut it a bit short. I've got 20 minutes till the bus arrives to go back to Moreton-on-Marsh, so I'm going to have a look around, take it easy, maybe grab a tea and catch the bus, and we will continue in the next town. Let's go. Came across this one, looks like a really nice hotel. This is not a time-lapse video. The clouds are actually moving that quickly. So, on the bus back to Moreton-in-Marsh, and because the trains are more frequent than the buses, it means that I can actually relax a little bit more in Moreton. I'll be able to get something to eat and have a look around. We've got a spy mission now that we can try and do a bit of that. But then I'll be able to catch a train anytime I want to, which will be good. And the train comes once every hour instead of a bus every hour and a half. So it's not too bad. So I'll do a little bit of Moreton and then head back home. So let's get on with it. So just got off the bus. I'm now in Moreton-in-Marsh High Street. So you can see there's a lot of really great shops. But over there, we've got the Swan. Looks like a pub, restaurant type situation, so I'm gonna go there, see what they got to eat, and maybe order something. So let's go check it out. So I'm in the Swan, just got myself a nice ice cold glass of Coke. It's just what's needed after a long day of walking around and treasure hunting. I've just ordered myself a lamb shank. Now the area is totally famous for the sheep and wool. They used to make a lot of money from selling the wool all over Europe. So what better thing to have than try some of the lamb? So that's what I've ordered. So let's check it out. And the lamb shank has arrived, so let's take a look. Oh, it looks good. I'm going in. Well, I managed to successfully finish that mission, and it's time to do another spy mission. This time it's still kind of like undercover spy stuff. We've got all the clues this time. It's always like you fill in this crossword thing, and then you take the letters from the crossword, and that will give you some other clues, and that will find the answer to diffuse something. So we'll do a few of those, get a bit of a taste for Moreton and the Marsh, and then we'll head off home. So let's go and see where this trail and treasure hunt is going to take us. Let's go. It says here something written in red, but initials hide behind on a black box now instead. So, red is a red box. You'd think it's ER, but if we look behind, you see there's a black box, and it's got GR. So that's one of the clues, so that's pretty cool. And now we're going to moving on to, it says Rendlesham Hall, which I suppose is this one. And I need to find something on there. Some kind of coat of arms. Well, we're going to go and have a look. Should be fun. So, I'm actually a little bit tired now, so I'm going to stop playing the game. Done a few of the clues and things, but I think now I'm just going to look around, start walking slowly towards the station and get ready to head home. But if I see anything interesting, I'll take some shots for you to see. Let's go. Just exploring. Found a kind of little shopping centre. It's quite nice. Let's go and check it out.
These little donut ones. Yeah, is that what you want? Is there anything else? Yes, thank you. 12.28 please. Thank you.
Well, that's it. I'm back at Moreton in the Marsh station, ready to catch my train back to London. I've had an amazing day. I've seen 3 villages. So we've seen Burton on Water, we've seen Stow in the Wold, and of course back at Moreton and the Marsh. All are similar in the sense that they've got this kind of country vibe, but they're all distinct and unique in their own ways. While Burton has got its kind of little rivers, and Stow has its kind of buildings that have a similar kind of yellow stone. And Moreton is very nice as well. It's got like shops and you know, all the kind of things I've showed you in the video. So it's quite nice. Everything there is really, really cool. But it's been fun. It's been a good thing. And you know what really made it cool was doing those little treasure hunt things. Just kind of added that little motivation to go around and explore, and it was a really, really fun way to go around and explore stuff. So I had a great time. So that's the end of the episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you found a little bit of information. And just remember, if you're gonna have a vacation, make sure it's an ultimate one. Until next time, goodbye.